Plates ready? This is Food School, Smarter, Stronger, Leaner podcast. Want to feel amazing, love the way you look in the mirror, and perform your absolute best in the gym, at work, and in life? You're definitely in the right place. Food, it's you. It builds every single cell of you. And if there is one thing every human being must master, it's food. Because at the very least, eating, you do it every day, several times a day, every single day. You might as well get good at it. I'm your host, Shurina from Create Yourself That Today, your personal nutritionist and plate watcher, your diet guide and explorer, your fat loss coach and food inspector. And just someone with a lot of passion and obsession and curiosity for healthy food, healthy diets, nutrition, optimized human performance, everything and absolutely anything you put in your grocery shopping cart, your fridge, on your plate, and in your mouth. It's my business. Food School, on a mission to help you eat better daily.
It's the last time I talk about food. It's the last time I talk about food.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Food School Smarter, Stronger, Leaner podcast. Today is Thursday, and this whole week we are talking about the dental diet. This diet doesn't have the best marketing title, and this is actually the name of the book, The Dental Diet by Dr. Stephen Lin. The book, The Diet, doesn't have the best name, but it is what I believe in this book, is described the best concept of nutrition or healthy eating that we came up so far. And I actually believe that you are going to hear more about this dental diet or something very similar to it. But from all my experience, all my studies, all my research and extensive reading into the subject of human evolution and human nutrition and human health, the principles described in this book really connect to everything that I've learned and to my personal experience and my professional experience. And that's why I'm going through it in so much detail. So you have a plan, an actual practical plan to implement as much as possible the principles of this diet in your life, so you don't just survive hoping that you never get degenerative diseases or some serious health issues, but actually I want to give you a tool so you thrive, so you feel like you have more than you can handle, that you have more health, energy, and vitality that your life demands of you, and then you can invest it into helping others, into advancing your cause. So that's why I'm really passionate about nutrition in general and about this diet, because I truly believe that the best nutrition concept described, it's scientific, it's based on a lot of research, and I'm also with you on this journey, and I'm trying to implement to learn how to practice it better in my daily life. And so again, I'm learning with you, especially, there are some minerals, some vitamins that I myself was not that great at getting into my diet, and I suffered, like I told you, about my dental plaque buildup that used to happen. Not anymore after I started using this diet. So that's why I also personally really love it. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we talked already about the basics of the diet and some of the vital nutrients, vitamins, specifically fat-soluble vitamins like A, like D, K2, and then calcium that you absolutely need to get in your diet consistently for your dental health, your whole body health, and to avoid as much as possible any kind of health issues. And today we're talking about supporting minerals. these are the minerals without which your body cannot really adequately and effectively use the vitamins, vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin K2, and calcium. Without these supporting minerals, your body cannot really do its work effectively. So supporting means they're not directly related to the processes that those vitamins are involved in, but they make things happen smoother, and a lot of times it's just not possible for your body to do the work it needs to do with those vitamins not having the minerals and a couple of nutrients that we will talk about today. So in order to support the proper usage of fat-soluble vitamins that are crucial for our dental and whole body health, first, well, think about the name, fat-soluble vitamins. We already talked about that yesterday. It means that you actually need fat to make use of those vitamins. So of course, the foods that contain naturally those vitamins, they already have some fat, but some foods don't, and sometimes you need to include more fats into your meal to properly absorb and use those fat-soluble vitamins. So fats, we need fats in our diet in order for our diet to be healthy and to satisfy all our nutrition needs. Fats, fatty acids, it's an essential nutrient. You cannot be healthy and thrive without fats in your diet. Your body doesn't just store something as a form of fat that is called subcutaneous fat, or fat that you can kind of touch, and feel underneath your skin. But most of the fat is actually incorporated in our cell structures, like our cell membranes, for example, made of cholesterol and different kinds of fats, like omega-3 fatty acids. And without those fats, so we cannot produce healthy cells, and our cells cannot communicate between each other. So fats are very important for a lot of different purposes. And for example, cholesterol is used to create many hormones, and our hormonal health will suffer if we don't have enough cholesterol. But you might not know, but most cholesterol our body has, it actually makes itself. So even if you consume no cholesterol, your body will create a lot of cholesterol. That's how vital it is. But it never hurts to help your body, because, and if you're concerned about, cholesterol and heart health, cholesterol is not the cause of heart problems. It's the material that your body uses to patch up the problems that you might have created with a poor diet. Anyway, back to fats. For our health, for us to thrive, we need a variety of fats. So there are no bad natural fats. There are bad fats like trans fats that are made in a lab, or fats that you get when you eat some processed foods, fats that are created by humans or altered in a way that is not beneficial to our health. But natural health, preserved in a good way, cooked properly, they're all needed and they all create more health. So we need the variety of saturated, monounsaturated, polyunsaturated fats, and cholesterol. So saturated fats you can find in things like meats, tallow, lard, butter, cheese, but also saturated fats you can find in some rare plant sources like coconuts or palm oil, or pecan nuts, also a lot of saturated fats. And again, you need some for a proper function of your body, of your organism. I prefer to get my saturated fats from things like liver or pecan nuts or coconuts. I don't eat that much. Also eggs. But actually, most of the foods that you eat, they do not contain only one kind of fats. Like if you think about sardines, like you probably heard about omega-3 fatty acids in sardines and other fatty fish, but you might not have heard, you can even Google it, look it up, those fish, they also have pretty good amount of saturated fats. So when you eat your sardines, you're getting your saturated fats too. It just predominantly saturated fats can find in meats and animal fats like tallow, lard, butter, cheeses. Then we need monounsaturated fats, and those like super great for your heart health and for your arteries. So olives and olive oil, avocados and avocado oil, almonds, macadamia nuts, those are monounsaturated fats that are super amazing for your health, anti-inflammatory. And if you have any problems with your blood or lipids, your cholesterol, then probably most of your fats should actually come from monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats. That polyunsaturated fats are those omega-3, omega-6s. Omega-3s are especially anti-inflammatory, but we need some omega-6s too. Those are the essential fatty acids, omega-3s and omega-6s, meaning our body cannot make them, but our body needs them. So monounsaturated fats we talked about just now. Polyunsaturated fats, those are your fish oil, but also walnuts and flax seeds. So I usually have on a regular basis, a lot of sardines, a lot of salmon, a lot of flax and walnuts. Those are like my favorite sources, whole food sources. And then cholesterol. Yeah, you actually will benefit from good quality whole food sources of cholesterol in your diet, because again, cholesterol is super important for your hormonal health, and your body uses it to form cell membranes and so many other reactions that your body needs cholesterol for. So liver, fish, eggs, butter, a lot of good quality cholesterol. But I don't think you need more of that in your diet. When it comes to fats, guys, I want you to concentrate on variety. If heart health is an issue, if inflammation is an issue, I would really focus on monounsaturated, meaning your olives and olive oil, avocados, almonds, macadamia nuts, and then on polyunsaturated fats that come from fish, fatty fish, but also flax and walnuts. And then you will also need saturated fats. So maybe eat a little bit of cheese or butter, good quality grass-fed butter or tallow and meats. But also you're going to get your saturated fats, as I said, some from fish, some from liver, from eggs are amazing sources. Eggs are just super amazing source for all kinds of fatty acids and cholesterol. So if you don't eat many good quality pastured eggs, then add them to your diet. My favorite are quail eggs. That's when it comes to fats, guys. Super important. Your fat-soluble vitamins will not work without proper amounts of good quality fats. And fats, guys, fats are not bad. Bad fats are bad. And by bad fats, we mean fats created or altered by humans. Trans fats and vegetable oils that come from not really oily foods, but that's for another day. Now we'll switch to our supporting minerals. So there are actually only 2 for today that are super important. These minerals I'm going to talk about in a minute. They're involved in hundreds of reactions in your body. They help your body to replicate DNA, and your body needs to replicate DNA every time it creates a new cell. So as you can imagine, super important minerals. So cellular health, hundreds of reactions in your body, and super important minerals. And they're involved in the processes that help your body to use your fat-soluble vitamins. So first, magnesium. We already talked about magnesium a lot on this podcast. We are talking about it again. So you again look at your diet, at your meal plan, and see if you're getting enough magnesium. You need to get somewhere around 400 plus milligrams of magnesium. So 400 is a minimum, but more is better when it comes to magnesium. And 400 milligrams probably will not tell you a lot, but to give you a better idea, food examples. My favorite source, cacao beans, 100% cacao beans. I just eat them like I would eat nuts, and 1 ounce will give you 166 milligrams of magnesium, and you need 400. So 1 ounce of cacao beans. Flax seeds have 130 milligrams per ounce of magnesium. Pumpkin seeds, even better, 150 milligrams of magnesium per 1 ounce or 30 grams. When it comes to veggies, spinach is a great source of magnesium. 1 cup will give you 157 of magnesium. So these are the best sources, but also things like avocados, bananas have some less than 100, like 60 or something. Salmon, sardines, beans, almonds have some magnesium, so those are also good sources. And when you combine, some of those foods together, then you get all the magnesium that you need. And my favorite way to get my magnesium, bioavailable, and one of the best way to get your magnesium too, besides the foods, natural mineral water. I choose specifically mineral waters that are higher in magnesium and calcium, because those are the minerals that are more difficult for me to get from my diet, just because the way I eat. So I drink my water, and these days I drink it in the morning instead of drinking coffee or anything like that, because actually drinking your coffee first thing in the morning is not the best thing for your adrenal glands, your stress levels, your cortisol levels, and stress is not the thing you want to get more of for any kind of reason. So mineral water, my drink of choice, but not all waters are equal at all. They different from each other when it comes to mineral content. The next mineral, zinc. Zinc, super important. It's one of the nutrients of concern, meaning our health organization considers this mineral super important. If you're not getting it, you will have adverse health effects. Your major health systems will break down, and you will not really understand what's happening. But it can be as simple as you just missing zinc or magnesium. But now we're talking about zinc. So it's actually gender specific, so males need somewhere around 11 milligrams and daily, and women need somewhere around 8 milligrams daily. The best source, one of the best sources, is oysters. Just 3 ounces or less than 100 grams of oysters will give you 74 milligrams of magnesium. That is like 7 times more than a guy needs. So couple of oysters will do that. It's like the easiest way, and here on Food School Podcast we're all about simple, easy. So I would just get a can of oysters and be done with that. That's my way from now on, because actually I am not getting, I think, enough zinc. Another great source, a good source, not as great as oysters, nothing comes close when it comes to zinc to oysters. So beef, 3 ounces, or again somewhere around 100 grams, will give you 7 milligrams of zinc. It's almost like daily allowance, daily need for women. Guys need a little bit more. Dark chicken meat, so anything but the breast, 3 ounces will give you 2.4. That is not that much, but if you like chicken, then eat chicken for zinc. Pumpkin seeds 3 ounces of pumpkin seeds will give you 6.6 ounces of zinc, so very close to beef. Cashews will give you 4.8 ounces, 4.8 milligrams of zinc per 3 ounces. Half a cup of, a cup of beans will give you 6 milligrams of zinc. So beans are also a great source. And then my favorite, chicken liver. 100 grams or 3 ounces of chicken liver will give you 4 milligrams of zinc. So yesterday I ate somewhere around 350 grams of chicken liver, and I ate all the zinc that I needed. Goose liver has a little bit less, actually, just 3 milligrams instead of 4 per 3 ounces. So this, when it comes to fats and supporting minerals, magnesium and zinc. But there is another nutrient that is very underestimated by a lot of people, and that can contribute to gum disease if you're gums bleed, but also it contributes to anything related to wound healing, anything related to repairing your tissues. Also, it's a beauty nutrient because it makes your hair and your nails and your skin beautiful and shiny and young. And a lot of people do not get that because in our modern diet, it's not considered cool to eat that nutrient because a lot of food that containing it do not look sexy. People, when I eat my food, they think that my food looks really weird. Well, anyway, without further ado, the nutrient of concern is collagen, guys. And collagen you can find in things like bone broth, or skins of all kinds of meats, or bones. That's why I eat all my fish. I love organ meats. I eat my fish with skins and bones. A lot of nutrients there, guys. So start eating your sardines and salmon with bones and skin and everything. I drink bone broth, and now I've decided to specifically focus on beautifying myself. So I'm eating a lot of collagen. One of the amazingly convenient way to eat your collagen is actually get it in a powder, and there are a lot of powders. You can find powdered bone broth on the internet, and it's cheap. But you need to get 20 to 60 grams of collagen into your daily diet. So one of my favorite ways I want to share with you, you probably heard if you listen to this podcast regularly. So one of my favorite ways to get collagen into my diet, I get my hydrolyzed collagen naturally sourced in a supplement store, and I put 2 scoops of it. That ends up being somewhere 25-30 grams of hydrolyzed collagen. And it has slightly sweet taste because they added some stevia, not a lot, but just a little bit. So I put 2 scoops of that in a cup. Then I add grounded fresh flax seeds. And flax seeds, as we know, rich in magnesium, but also omega-3 fatty acids. So a lot of good things going on there. So I add somewhere around 2 ounces of flax seeds, grounded flax seeds. I add 2 scoops. That ends up being somewhere 30 grams of hydrolyzed collagen. I mix it. I also put 1 tablespoon of unsweetened cacao powder. I mix it all in, add hot water, and I let it sit there for something like 5 minutes, and then I eat it as a hot cereal. And it's that chocolate, really rich and creamy hot cereal. I really love it. It's become part of my daily routine, and it helps me to get beautiful. Anyway, so collagen, very important, not just for beauty, but also to heal your wounds, your gums, to build your connective tissue everywhere, your skin, your hair, your even your muscles, and a lot of tissues in your body require collagen. So 20 to 60 grams, now we're talking in grams, that how much of collagen your body actually needs. So to recap these episodes, yesterday we talked about our fat-soluble vitamins and calcium, where you can get that. Today we talked about a variety of fats that you absolutely need to get in your diet in order to absorb your fat-soluble vitamins and make use of all of them for your dental health, for your whole body health, for your cellular health. So variety of fats, saturated, monounsaturated, polyunsaturated, cholesterol, you need all of that from whole food sources. Magnesium and zinc are supporting minerals, as we learned today, and we learned where you can get it from, the easiest, simplest way without breaking the bank or looking for those foods all over the place. So those are foods usually available in most places on earth. And then besides magnesium and zinc, you need to look at collagen, because the chances are that you are not consuming it enough. I wasn't, so now I'm adding it back in, and my hair and skin already getting all shiny and beautiful and look younger. And for me personally, my personal challenge is calcium, as I told you. That's why I'm drinking also all mineral water to add it to my diet. And then zinc. I don't think I'm getting enough zinc, so I'm gonna be looking and adding some oysters into my diet, because canned oysters, because it seems like the simplest and easiest way for me to get it, instead of thinking about eating beef and chicken. I don't really eat that personally. And then pumpkin seeds, cashews, not a huge fan either. So oysters seems like a good way for me. Plus, it's like you can get so much of zinc from so little. And the message also of today, guys, is find a way that works for you to supply as much nutrients as possible. And you can even notice that a lot of foods we're talking about, they're rich in a variety of nutrients. That's what the beauty of that is, and the beauty of smart nutrition planning. You can plan your meals the way, so you just need a small set of foods to satisfy all your nutrition needs. The beauty of our life is, of our food supply is some foods that are rich in vitamins and minerals and different sorts of nutrients. Those foods are rich in a lot of them. So again, you just need a small set of foods, and then add some variety on top of that, and you're done. You're gonna survive and thrive and avoid diseases and feel your best, so you can create the best life you want to live. That's it for today, guys. Tomorrow we'll be talking more about our gut health, all different fibers that you need to get for your gut health. That is also a foundation of absorbing and using your fat-soluble vitamins and your essential nutrition. And what's also really important, we will talk about the foods that you need to eliminate from your diet as much as possible, as fast as possible. So stay tuned tomorrow, and also check out my Instagram at 1000 Year Young. You can find the link in the show notes. Check out my Instagram today for the video. We're actually gonna go to a store, my favorite store, where we're gonna do some supporting minerals shopping. So stay tuned, stay healthy. Thank you for tuning in, and as usual, till next time, eat better daily.